Hi and welcome to Drink Some Beer and Prosper, pilot episode part 2 of 4. In this episode we go straight forward to the drinking. If you want to know more about this show, please watch pilot part 1.
In our case we had 7 lagers left, so in this part we will drink the rest of the lagers, so 7 beers.
7 beers instead of 6.
Yeah.
This is the part where we will actually maybe get drunk.
I'm sure we will.
So we start with this first one. It's SINGHA, it's from Thailand. Yeah. Beer looks like this. It's a dragon sort. No, it's a lion. Sorry, it's not a dragon. This is an Asian lion. Yeah.
Pour it up.
Pour it up. We got to pour it up, pour it up, pour it up.
Alright. Very light color.
Yeah, it's the lightest so far.
Yeah.
Maybe it looks good in this light. Cheers.
Cheers.
We forgot to smell this one. It doesn't smell anything.
No.
Doesn't taste anything.
No, not really.
This is the lightest beer so far.
Yeah.
It's not the worst though. It's
No.
still Lapinkulta that is the worst one. But
is.
it is sure the lightest one. It is not a surprise it's from Thailand, which is really famous for its beaches and its really warm atmosphere.
This is a good beach beer. Very light, very refreshing.
Yeah, it's okay. It's good. And in the summer nights in Thailand, which are 45 degrees hot. Yeah. Okay, let's go for the first question of this episode. Let's see. Can you tell the difference in taste between a cheap beer and an expensive one? No, I can't.
At least you're honest.
I can't, to be honest. The cheapest beer and also the crappiest beer I've been drinking is one in Germany, actually. I mean, Germany has really great beer, but they also have really horrible beer. They just have a lot of beer, that's the thing. They have one that is, you can buy a 6-pack from their store called Aldi. Maybe some people know about Lidl, but this is like Lidl, the cheaper version. Yes, it's the cheaper Lidl.
That's cheap.
Yeah, that's really cheap. And you could get a 6-pack for €1. And it had one of these bottle openers you could like screw back. And it was in a PET bottle.
And that was not good.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like 20 cents per bottle.
Yeah.
They had this pant system on it so that you could get back cash on it, 10 cents per bottle. So actually you paid 40 cents.
Yeah, for the 6-pack.
I never bought it again. Even if it was 40 cents, it was 40 cents of crap. I didn't even drink it. I drank one bottle and it was horrible. I tried to give away the rest. Everyone that tried it threw away the rest. Yeah, you can tell it if it's really cheap, yes.
How does your favorite beer taste like? What purpose does it have to make it special? Rich in flavor, refreshing, cold, all that. I like all kinds of beers. Should we finish this SINGHA beer and move on to the next? This one you can bottoms up. It's
yeah, bottoms up, bottoms up. Oh!
Yeah.
Stupid me. We didn't...
Scratch out Thailand. I see it here, it's closer to me.
Yeah, you can scratch. Yeah, don't go to any one of the other countries. They might get angry. That is Thailand. And I'm going to scratch China now, so we don't forget that, because they might get really pissed.
Okay, this will take a long time.
Careful with North Korea there. And oh, we already went into Russia. No, man. There we go.
China.
Yay! All right. Not the greatest country, but the biggest country in the world by population.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at the etiquette on this one. It's one of the nicest ones so far, in my opinion. It's really beautiful. I've been drinking this one at Chinese restaurants, so I already know kind of what it tastes like.
Yeah, I've tried this before as well.
It's really refreshing. It's also better than the Lapin Kulta.
Everything better than Lagered.
No, not everything.
In this case, probably.
In this case, probably. Doesn't have any smell at all.
Previous one, SINGHA didn't have that either.
Okay, let's taste it then.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Yeah,
This is a good beer.
Yeah.
This is a really good beer.
It's refreshing like the TSINGTAO, but tastes much better.
Yeah, it's richer. This is a really good beer. It's really enjoyable. It's one of the best ones so far, actually. This is a masterpiece. It's a really good beer. Yeah. Yeah, this is what you want if you want a lager. Probably the best they have in China. Even if this would be the best beer in China, it is still one of the best lagers in the world in my taste. This is really good.
Absolutely.
Next question. Does beer get better after aging? How about you? Have you aged, fella? Not a lager. No, that one does not get better after aging. It should stay the same and then it gets old. So when it's old and best before is, then it's worse. There are some unfinished beers. They are not ready while done, and you should leave them in the bottle for a couple of weeks or so and drink it afterwards. And some of them are aging in that way that they are getting better and better up till about 1 month after bottle. But yes, there are beers that get better while aging, actually. It's actually true, there are some sorts. We're not going to have them today, maybe we can have them at another episode, I promise you. There is one from Finland, actually, that it's really unique.
How about second part of the question?
Oh,
you
yeah,
aged
yeah.
well.
I think so.
Yeah? Your age pretty okay.
My age is okay, I look good, I guess. Take this is a short one.
Yeah. Where do you live? Well, that's easy to answer. In Stockholm, Sweden.
Anything more about that?
That's where I live.
Yeah. We're from Finland, but we live in Sweden. Cheers.
Cheers.
Because Sweden is a great country.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, move on to Japan for the next beer. SAPPORO. This one I always also have tried in.
Always.
I've tried that in Japanese restaurants.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one. It's a star. It's a simple one, but it's a really good beer. I've been drinking this one as well. Always at the Japanese restaurant.
Okay, this one has a slightly darker color than the Chinese and Thai beer.
Yes, it is. And the smell is...
Smells pretty similar.
Yeah, it does. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
Yeah, this one's good.
it's a really good one. It's one of the better ones. Yeah, this one is really crafted. You can notice that this one is perfected in some way. It is competing with SINGHA and Urquell as one of the best ones, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Really rich.
Really rich, yes.
Yeah, lots of flavors.
More questions. All right, what is this one then? What's your favorite season of Star Trek? Oh yeah.
Yeah, the show called Drink Some Beer and Prosper.
Star Trek, yes. Maybe it has to do something with this name about live long and prosper or something like that, you know.
The show is called Drink Some Beer and Prosper.
Maybe it has something to do with that. Well, I would say I can't remember, but any season with Jean-Luc Picard as the captain, I suppose.
That's the Next Generation, right?
It's Next Generation, and Jean-Luc Picard is the one without here, you know.
Yeah, I know him, but I never watched Star Trek.
Yeah, because he's a legend, and there's a lot of memes about him.
The facepalm meme, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You just draw me a question.
I will draw you a question.
Where did they start brewing beer? Like, I think it's probably China. It's not China?
No.
What is it then?
It's in Mesopotamia.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Where they invented farming
Yeah.
7,000 years ago or so. So it's even older than Egypt. They were really sophisticated until the empire fell, as always. How do you like to have your beer? From a can or from a glass? Always a glass.
Yeah.
It will give you more taste, it has more room for the aroma, so that's why it's better. Bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Oh yeah. We should cross off Nippon as well. It's okay, this is our map now. I've actually been to Japan. Whatever. It's a cool country.
I've never been. It would be a cool place to visit. So this next beer is an interesting one.
This is Hinano Tahiti. It looks like this. We can't scratch this one because it's somewhere here. Somewhere here, somewhere here, but probably here. It belongs to the Oceania.
Okay.
Right.
No one of us have tried this one before.
No, I've never seen this one before.
What's on the label? Is it a
It's
naked lady?
It's what?
Naked lady?
Oh yeah. No,
She's
it's
not
not a
naked.
naked lady. It's a lady. It's a beautiful lady with flowers in the hair. Seriously, whatever. Yeah, let's taste it or smell it. Cheers.
Sure.
The smell wasn't anything special. The taste is quite good. It's quite typical lager, but it's good. I like it. It's really neutral.
Not my favorite of this bunch. The SINGHA and SAPPORO was
No,
better.
but I like it right now.
Yeah.
I really like it right now. I think I would recommend this beer if you're being on a drinking spree and you need something else, especially if you have been drinking a tons of different beers like we have now. It's there for this.
Okay, should we move to South America then? We have first off, we have a beer from Argentina. Not anything special about the label.
No, but it got lovely colors.
And there's a tractor on the
Yeah.
on the picture.
I will take Argentina off the map. Argentina is that one over there.
There we go.
This one is real light and in this case today I would say average colored. It smells like corn, which is the same as real light lagers usually do. Yeah.
A taste.
It's extremely light.
Yeah. Taste. You can taste a lot of corn in this one.
Yeah. It is as much of corn taste as in the Finnish Lapinkulta. We don't hate our home country, but it's still better.
Lapinkulta was probably the worst Finnish beer.
I have no idea why they chose that one. It was a bad choice.
A little bit too much corny for my taste.
But they eat a lot of meat over there, and I think this one is really good for a really big dish of meat. You have to think about what do they do in these countries and why is this taste. Yeah. Is there a way to pronounce beer and bear differently without sounding ridiculously posh?
Okay.
No, because I sounded ridiculously posh while reading this. I don't know, English is not my mother tongue. Beer and bear. Bear is the one thing in the forest that eats, you know, berries. That's a bear. Beer is this what you drink. Yeah, really funny.
I'll take one. That was a slightly weird question, so I get a more normal one. What's the best beer to drink in space? So not that normal.
I think that is probably for the same person as that.
I've never been to space, so I don't know. Is it possible to drink in space because of the gravity?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think you will get easier drunk, you know.
What's the best beer to drink in space? I don't know.
Probably the best beer to drink anywhere, you know. The same. Probably you will get drunk easier, as always. Oh, have you been studying something? Yes, I have. I have been studying media. I have a Bachelor of Arts, yes, so I have been studying.
Have you tried making your own beer? No, I have not. That sounds quite complicated, and I will leave it to the experts.
Yes, so let's drink this one.
Yeah, move on to the next. Alright, on to the next one. Brazil. BRAHMA.
BRAHMA.
BRAHMA, as we would say in Finnish. Never been to Brazil, never tasted this one.
Samba Brazil. Samba Brazil.
Scratch out Brazil here.
Yeah,
nice
you can
one.
do it for once.
Okay.
It will be really awesome.
Another big country.
Yeah. So these are the countries where we've been right now. Look at that. It's quite a journey, isn't it? All right. Let's try this one out. No, it doesn't smell that much. It's real light.
Kind of similar to the Argentinian one.
Yeah, but this one is more boring. It's not good.
No, not a favorite.
No, one of the worst ones. Let's answer some questions. Which beers would you suggest to people that only drink sweet cider? Sweet cider? I would say there are beers that are really good to drink, even if you only drink cider. For example, you could go for the Creeks, which are the French style of beers, or Belgium style of beers, which are really nice. They're really fruity. They usually have cherry. And also you could go for sour beers. There's plenty of sour beers, different kinds of sour beers, which are interesting. They might be quite similar to some ciders, actually. So one of those, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, should I take a question for me now?
Yep.
Have you ever considered brewing your own beer? If so, what kind of beer would you brew? No, I've not considered that. I don't have the knowledge.
But what would you brew if you would brew one?
Well, if I were to try to brew one, I would try, experiment like a special taste of some sort of pale ales.
Yeah, definitely. It should be one of the easier ones to make, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now for our last lager beer from Mexico. A really cool looking bottle.
Yeah, it's one of the nicest ones.
Yeah, it's called
Really?
Modelo.
Well, it's really a model.
It's got the curves like a model, absolutely. We want to scratch out Mexico from our map.
Mexico.
Mexico. The only other Mexican beer I've tried is Corona, so
Really?
Sol as well.
So there we go. Mexico. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. This looks slightly darker, I think.
Yeah, it is a bit darker. But the smell is light.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It has a lot of taste.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am really surprised. It is actually quite okay. Maybe it turns out to be good. Usually when you drink beer, it's like the first impression is something.
Yeah.
Then you notice some more, and then when you drink more, your opinions actually change.
I would say this is my favorite Mexican beer that I've tasted
Yeah,
so
it's
far.
definitely my favorite too. This is a real beer.
Yeah.
The other ones are not.
No.
They taste like corn.
Yeah.
And they are, in my opinion, even worse than Lapinkulta. But this is actually good. You have, question time. Your turn?
Yeah, I could go now. Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't.
In which cases beer pair better with foods than wine do? Definitely spicy food.
Would not drink wine with really spicy food. No.
I would think that just
And
make it worse.
It wouldn't clinch the feel of burn that you get from the spicy food at all. No. If you eat something too sour, drinking wine is not helping. It will get even more sour. That is the same with sour beer. Don't drink sour beer if you eat something too sour. It will be too much of the sour thing. But hey, nevertheless, I like wine. You probably do too.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
everything has its place. You know. Why is there a Finnish beer called beer? It's confusing. There's a beer in Finland called karhu. It means bear, the animal. And they also have a logo of the animal on the beer bottle. I don't know if it's meant to be or not. It might be for the export. Because then it would be beer and bear. It's similar in the way you pronounce it.
It's only confusing if you translate the brand name, which it never does.
No, it doesn't. So I don't actually know why. And who cares?
One last question for
Take one last question.
for this part. Which beer, according to you, tastes best on a hot summer night? A good question. Just I would take a lager that's refreshing on a summer night. We recently tried the SINGHA or TSINGTAO, one of those.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Any like refreshing lager beer is a good option.
Yeah. This was part 2 of 4 from our pilot episode. Next episode will be released 1 week from now. Please like, comment and subscribe. And be sure to press that bell button over there for instant notifications on new episodes. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Goodbye.
Alright, you guys, this was the end of episode. No. I'll shut it.
Okay.